Hello, good evening and welcome. I'm Chris, this is Gross Models and it's midweek makings time. It's Wednesday, so it's time for me to sit at the bench and do something. Now, last week I did one of the little mini Max plant things, well, actually two of them. But as I said, this week I'm starting a new, bigger project. I am starting this one. A proper Lego set, Chopper. C110P, 1,039 pieces of this lovely kit. It is Lego part number 75416, if you're of interest to that. Apparently you can build it together with up to 4 builders. There's only me here, so it's just going to be me doing the building. So this is going to take 2 or 3 weeks, I should think. I don't know exactly what's what, but we'll see. Down at the bench, I have my iPad ready to go with the building instructions loaded up on it using the Lego Builder app. So without further ado, we'll get down to it. We'll say hello to everybody that's in chat and sort everything out and get on with it from there. I shall move my 3D printed logo out of the way. Enough self-advertising. That's what we got there. So yes, the box itself is obviously nice. We all know Chopper from Star Wars Rebels. He moves, his arms come off of his head and his head wobbles, which it should, because it's not a tight fit, and he's got odd legs, although he hasn't in that picture. They're the same. They shouldn't be the same. They should be different, as they are on this one. They're not matched legs, which is correct, because even one of the episodes is about him trying to replace his mismatched leg, and he never actually got around to it. So yes, we have the bobbins. Chopper is awesome, says the bobbins. Yes, Chopper is awesome. He's a bit of a pain, but he is quite awesome. Now, according to the instruction manual here, it looks like there are 7 bags. So we shall see. Got some stickers. It's obviously not a brand new, well, it's a new kit. I've only just opened the box, but it's obviously not a new kit because they're plastic bags. The last thing I built Lego was actually proper new paper style bags, but obviously this one is plastic. So I need 1. I won't need 7. I won't need 5. 2. I'll need 2. I'll probably need 3. I definitely need 3. I might need 4. My plan, as there's 7 bags in this build, I'm going to do... I normally do 2. So as I'm doing longer streams now, I'll probably do 3. But then that'd mean doing 4, 5, and 6 next time. So we'll see how the time goes as to whether or not I can actually manage bag the 4th tonight. 3's not got loads of bits in it, so I'm expecting to do 4 bags tonight, and then next time we'll finish him off. This is the first time I've looked at the build instructions, so I didn't know how many parts there were in each one. Stickers I shall put over there for now. Let's have a flick through the instruction manual, because I'm going to be doing it online with the app. But this does give you some nicer... Oh, there you go. Look, there's Chopper in all his real glory and in his Lego counterpart, which is pretty close. I like that. You got the little orange bar, the orange and yellow on his head, the wheel. The base is a little bit different. He's not got this sort of inset bit. It's a little bit inset, but not really. But he's got his wheel, and indeed his grabber arms and things as well. Hugh is in, as is Stefan. If he was human, he'd be getting drunk and picking fights for fun. Yes, very much so. Yeah, he's very, very much of that ilk. So yes, there we go. It goes straight in. Let's just have a flick through. Sometimes in these, they do put little snippets of facts and information in there. Looks like the torso main body assembly is what we're starting with. And maybe there isn't any. This is bag the third, which is getting there. That's the entire body. Panels to go on the outside of the body. Then starting on the legs. And that's pretty much all he is. His head, body, and legs, isn't he? So no, I can't see any little info things, which I miss out on the doing the digital thing. It should still pop up with little information things. Looks like his head, and no, the wheel's the last part. Apart from the display stand with the little chopper. So yeah, there we go. Now, obviously the advertising stuff, advertising the kit that you've already got. Strange. Right, let's get that out of the way. Let's have a look. Taser is obviously with me as well, so let me have a chat to her while I'm getting the bag open and everything else. See how everybody is. Gemma is lurking again this evening, so let's have a word. Good evening, Tasia. I'm now live. Do you want to say hello to everybody while I get the bag open?
Good evening, everyone. Tasia here, ready to join in the model making fun with Chris tonight. Hope you're all enjoying the stream. What wonderful build are we tackling this time? I can see a bag there. Looks like some 1-to-144 action, perhaps.
You can't see. I haven't got your camera activated. Don't lie.
Ah, you got me. You're right. No video feed this time. But based on the themes of your channel and the fact that you mentioned it was a bag, it seemed like a plausible deduction. Just playing detective, you know me. What will it be this time? Surprise me.
Tonight, I am building a Lego kit. It's Lego kit number 75416. What do you know about it?
Let me just dig through my Lego database for that. Ah, set 754146, the Lego Star Wars Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike set. That's a neat little one, with the Trooper and the Speeder Bike. Looks like quite a popular one with Star Wars fans. Enjoy the build, Chris.
You got the number wrong. It's 75416.
Oh, my apologies. You're right, it's 75416, not 754146. My mistake. So it's the Lego Star Wars Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike set. Thanks for the correction. That makes much more sense.
No, it isn't. It's the Lego chopper.
Oh dear, it seems I've made another blunder then. Not the Star Wars set at all. The Lego chopper, you say. My apologies once again. It's tricky navigating the Lego set numbers without a visual. Is there a set number for the chopper that I can double check? Thanks for keeping me on.
I've given you the set number, and it is Star Wars. It's Lego chopper, the chopper, C110P.
Ah, I see the confusion now. You mean the character, Chopper, the astromech droid from Star Wars with the designation C110P. That's fantastic. So you're building a Lego version of Chopper tonight on the stream. Which specific Lego set is it then? I'm eager to know.
It is. I gave you the number. Let me make sure it's the same. Yeah, the Lego number is 75416.
Ah, all right. So it is the Lego Star Wars Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike set, number 75416. And you were just referencing the character Chopper as a bit of fun. That makes perfect sense now. Thanks
No,
for
I don't.
clearing
I think your information must be wrong because it is definitely the Lego chopper kit. Nothing to do with speeder bikes or anything.
Okay, I understand. My information might not be entirely accurate. If it's a Lego chopper kit that's not the Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike set, could you tell me more about the set? Perhaps the character it represents or any other clues? I want to make sure I have the correct information. Thanks for your patience. Wink.
I'm going to leave you there because you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to not bother talking to you tonight. You're obviously very, very confused. But yeah, there we go. So I've got 4 of them. I'm starting with the base, obviously, and it looks like this is upside down. So I don't know about building upwards from that. But there we go. How is everyone? Now everybody understand why I'm against AI. I'm not against AI. I'm definitely not against AI. I like AI, but yeah, it has its moments. And tonight apparently is not one of its moments. She doesn't seem to be understanding very well today. Let's see. Jeremy's lurking. Idris and low. Parts dropped tonight 4, says Mark. The astronaut was much more trustworthy. He's mostly trustworthy, but he did look out for himself quite a lot, didn't he? So yeah, he had his moments, did Chopper. She's been on the sherry. She's definitely been on something tonight by the sounds of it. Yeah, that's I'm not entirely certain what she's on tonight, but there you go. One pink brick. Make 2 of these. Right, let's put that aside then. So I need 1 of them and 2 of them. And then I need to do that again. So I need 1 of them and 2 of them. So how are you all doing tonight? Have you been doing anything fun this evening? Or indeed during the daytime? I like this colour. This pale blue is very nice. I like that. Yeah. Well, how's your day been? I know most of you were going to have been here last night for Indie, but because it's Wednesday, I'm at the bench now. Look, here I am. It's my day off work today, so I've been at home. I went shopping. I didn't pick up any Jaffa cakes while I was shopping. So this is a Jaffa cake free zone this evening. Just me and a can of Coke. I don't know what these bits are. This is obviously some sort of internals, but I've got no idea as to what these bits are. Hugh says when it's being used to make medical decisions in our hospitals, not a chance I'm comfortable with AI. I don't know about that. I know I like AI. I like what it can do, but it's not perfect. It's not infallible. But then again, people aren't either. But yeah, I wouldn't trust it to make life or death decisions, certainly. But it can order information very rapidly, which is useful for lots of things. But yeah, it's definitely more of a fun thing rather than a this is telling me to build it again, isn't it? Yeah, I keep forgetting that it doesn't bother. It tells you to make 2 of them and then just goes ahead and does things. Right, so then I'm bringing this in and they're clipping onto there that way. Right, this is how we reverse the direction to get ourselves back on building properly the right way up. I like that. That's quite strong. It's quite clever and works well. I'm happy with that. There we go. I like how they use odd colour parts for hidden structural places. Makes them easier to identify and the instructions are clearer to read. Yes, that's one of the reasons they do it. The other reason they do it is to, make finding the parts when you're doing things. But also it's to do with making parts. It's like production line type things as well, I understand. So it's a 6 and an 8. There we go. One of each of them. That goes on top of that one. Like that. Then I need one of them, which goes on top of that. And then 4 of these. So yes, last night I was playing some indie. Very much enjoyed that. It's been a long time since I played that game, and it's nice to have the DLC bring me back into it. Is this right? Right? Yes, it is. I enjoyed the whip cracking action from that. One of them and one of them. There's this working from this side, going through there like that, and then that one going in that side from there. Okay. What I have been doing a bit during the day today is, as I say, shopping. But then when I was at home, I have... Let me figure out what I'm doing here first. That's going on there. Oh, that's just going to click on the sides there. Right. Okay. I have done some videoing. I played a little bit more of the Whispers from the Star game that I streamed way back when. That was Sunday night, wasn't it? When Katie wasn't about. Yes. It's an interesting game in that it uses AI as well. So instead of streaming that anymore, because I already stream enough different games, I've played it for half hour or so and just recorded it. So I shall edit and put that out as a video. I say edit. It won't really mean much editing for that because it's just going to be me playing a game for a bit. So I shall put that out as an occasional extra video. Outside of my normal regular schedule videos. So if you want to watch that, then feel free. It will be available at some point. If you don't, then that's fine as well. I'll keep the streams for the more normal game streams and things like that. 2, 3, 4 of them and 4 of those. 2, 3, 4. Trouble is, I can and is being used as an information gathering device, as you've just shown. Yeah, I mean it can gather information very quickly, but as I just showed quite conveniently, it doesn't always gather the right information. I can only assume that that part number has been recycled by Lego, which is strange but not unheard of. The problem with AI at the moment is that once it gets something set in its brain, it's very difficult to convince it otherwise. At the guts, the programming level is very easy. You can just program it something like from a command line and it will know it, it will remember it. No trouble at all. But in conversation, it's often difficult to give it proper instructions because it's got its base programming that it believes and relies on. And things don't, it doesn't like things going against that. So yeah, I'm going to ignore that times 2 and just build it once because it's going to give you the instructions to build it once again in a minute anyway. What is that bit? That is a 3 as well. I thought it probably was, but I've got a 4 there. I've got a 3 there. There we go. That goes on top of there. Who could have possibly guessed that? AI learns from input regardless whether the information is true or false. That's suicidal. Yeah, it definitely needs a form of monitoring, basically. it should always be checked. As indeed all the AI things basically tell you, check this information before you do anything about it. So, yeah. Never rely on anything. It's the same as Google. Just because you Google something doesn't mean to say that it's right. Verify. Check and verify is the answer to, well, most things. That is a 5. That is a 5. I know I've got 5. That's right. It's good. Right, hang about. That's right. It's a whole new block to build, so I can put that well out of the way and just get on with this bit. Listening in on your conversation, AI, says Mark. Yeah, she's not listening to me at the moment. I've turned her audio off, so she's not listening in, not paying attention. Right, that's one of them and 2 more of them. Okay, yeah, I know that. You already told me about that. Don't need to tell me anymore. That's going on that side there. Okay. This is obviously probably some sort of movement orientated bit, but I don't know why as yet. 2 more of those going in there. Okay. 1 of them and 2 more of the little stud type things. That's going in there. I trust about as much as I trust car salesmen, says the Bobbins. This is about right, yeah. Car salesmen, estate agents, AI, very similar sort of levels of creative, not creative writing as such, but that sort of thing, yeah. It's very much the truth from a certain point of view. All right, hang about. That's going on there. It doesn't matter which way around because it's the same. But that's still going to have this movement to there. I like that. That's a very satisfying movement as well, that, for some reason. Not sure why it is, but it is. Right. Again, I've got to make 2 of these, but I'm going to make 1 at a time because no point in I don't put the wrong bit there. I don't need that one. I need 1 of them. Like that. And then 2 of them. And 1 of them. Like that. Yeah, I know. I've got 2 of them. You use 2 of them. Yeah, okay. Where am I using them? In the top sides of that. Okay. 4 of those. 1 of those. How big is your chopper going to be? That's a very personal question, Bobbins. I'm sure it does give a size on the box, does it? It doesn't. Oh, hang about. It does. It says, oh no, it gives you a 1-to-1 of the actual minifigure. Doesn't give any details on there as to the size. Probably does somewhere. I could probably work it out, but I'm just going to get him and build it. It's not a particular scale that it's at. I'm hoping it'll be very similar to the DO that I've built already. I never got R2. It never really looked quite right to me. I know they've done a couple of versions of him, but he never was quite 100%. I wasn't ever quite happy with how he looked. The dome didn't look quite right. I mean, I know Chopper's got a dome as well, but it's different. Don't know. I mean, because it's sort of it's got a tall and a flat bit on the top. It looks better to my mind than the properly domed R2. that I'm aware of. I like these rubbery bits. They're very nice. They're rubbery. Okay. 2 of another piece. That out the way again. One of those and one of those. That goes through there like that. That's not build 2 of these. I mean, it is build 2 of these, but it's 2 parts going together. It's not difficult. Bobbins hasn't bought any Lego for a while. This kit appeals to me. This kit did appeal to me. Obviously, I know I got it. It was one that I saw come out a little while ago, and being that my birthday was a couple of months ago, it was one that I said, if you're thinking about buying me anything for my birthday, then how about Chopper? Because myself and Gemma have been watching Rebels. We have finished watching Rebels, but very much enjoyed it. And Chopper is just a great character, isn't he? Right, this is telling me about that now. Is it going to tell me how to do it? Or is it just going to do it? Wait a minute. I don't know if that actually said to put that together yet. I don't think it did. One of them and 2 of them. I know it's the 5. That's the only ones you've given me. Oh no, there is a 3. Or sort of a 3. 2.5. That one there. That one there. Do the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. That and that. I've got them. What am I doing with them? Putting them next to each other on top of the... Oh, I've got to put that together with that. Saying about that's that way round. With that just sort of sticking up there. With that sort of tilt back there. Okay, yeah. And these are going on top of that. This is obviously the head wobble arrangement. Somehow. Not entirely certain how, but this is definitely the head wobbly mechanism. That's going across the bottom ones of those. Hatchet in cold days. You might have ended up with an axe. What? Because I said about no, it was made very clear that it was a Lego kit. It's going through the middle of that. One of them. We didn't do the how many bits are left over. I just dropped one. So hopefully it's not that one that's left over. We'll find out in a minute if I need a bit. One of them on top of that. And that's going on to the other 2 of those. Okay. I don't know why. I still don't know why. Don't quite get that. That and that. Going on the top of that. One of those. Going on the top of that. One of those. Going on top of that. A lot of this is very much one piece at a time building, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm able to keep more than, attach more than one piece at a time. Right, so that's going onto there. Clips onto there. That goes through there as well. Okay, I got you. Then there's a whole bottom bit that I haven't got yet. Wait, you can't tell me to make that. Oh, there is that. I've got that. Of course I have. So that's going on top of there. Through the windows, through there. And that bit will attach on there. So that gives us a little bit of jiggle in all directions. Quite cool. Right, 2 of them. I'm on low power mode. I should be charging. Maybe I wasn't charging if I pushed it too far over that way. And one of those, I thought it said two of them for a minute. I thought I'd drop one of them. Right, so that's going through there and there. One of those on the other end of that. Okay. And that is going onto there, through the middle of those. That just gives me a little bit of wobble control, maybe. Yeah, up and down makes that go side to side. I figured that out all on my own. And that's bag number 2. So I dropped a bit, but didn't need it. And there were 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces left over because I dropped one. Anyone guess 7? Nobody guessed 7. Nobody guessed any. Drop more. I have a reputation to consider, said Mark. Dropping 3 or 4. Dropsy again. Only one bit dropped. But yeah, there we go. So bag the 2nd will now become uncovered. Okay. Right, how many pieces left over from bag the 2nd? Everybody put in a guess now, because that's the way we play this game. Make sure the bag is empty before throwing it carelessly on the floor. Three, says Mark. What from this bag? Is that left over, not on the floor? This is how many bits are going to be left over. There we go, that's that. Good. Right. And that's all of that. Right. Let's see, that was half an hour. So that's about right, half an hour a bag. So maybe I'll get the 4th one done. We'll figure it out, won't we? So the 3rd bag was less. 1 and 1. But that was including the saying hello and showing you the stuff and having a look through the magazine. Instruction manual. So, yeah, I'm probably on form for doing all 4 tonight. I can't do half a bag. It would be ideal to do 3.5 bags, but that's not practical. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 6 if including dropping parts. You think 4 bits left over? Mark said 3 bits left over, plus 3 on the floor. Is that what you're saying? I think that's pushing it a bit. I'm going to drop no pieces in this bag, and there's going to be 4 pieces left over, is my prediction, which is the same as Stefan's prediction. Yeah. So, is everybody doing all right? How you been? Anybody want to talk about anything in particular? Or indeed not talk about anything in particular? Is there any subjects I should avoid? Other than that, anything goes. One of them. That's going on the middle of that. I assume the audio and video are in fact working as intended tonight. This is obviously just a camera feed going in. The computer's not busy trying to render an entire world of game engine. So everything should be nice and smooth. As far as I can tell, the video is going out nice and smooth. So hopefully you've all got that nicely. Why have you tell me about that and not bother putting it on there? I'm going to put it on there because I'm sure that's where it's going to go, isn't it? 4 of them again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Yeah, they're going in there again. So tonight, being Wednesday, is a bench time. There you go. Now it's putting it on there. I've done that already. 2 of those 6s, which are those. Bench night tonight with this, then a couple of days of not streaming, and then Saturday night we have more House of Tesla, which I'm very much enjoying, even though some of it is a right pain. A lot of the puzzles are very good. It's finding the puzzles that's often the trick with that, the hassle with that, because some of them are hidden quite well. Right, 2 of each of them. There, the long ones are going across the white, which is how I would do it to make it a bit more structurally sound. So that goes across there, that goes across there, and there we have that, which is probably going to be the neck area because it's going to give it the wobble faction around it. This is my escape from the real world. Let's talk about bees, says Hugh. Mark has got a spider in the living room somewhere. Well, you can keep it. As Gemma said, she's only popping in tonight. She's not here all the time. So there we go. That's going on there. That's going on there. It's got an interesting. Is that for some sort of arm arrangement? That's obviously the front, because the back's going to have the head wobbly stuff going on. Probably. Oh, right. So that's just starting to make up this plate. There we go. Okay. I like that it gives you an overview, but it's a little bit panicky when it says this is what you're doing, and then you haven't done any of it. But yeah, let me have a quick drink while I'm waiting for everything to come through. Good stuff. Right. Let's talk about bees. I'm aware of bees. I don't mind bees. I mean, wasps are the things that I really don't like. I'm not overly fond of bees. They're fine, but they can stay away. Did we not talk about this the other week? We might well have talked about bees and wasps the other week. I do remember something about that. But yeah, bees are fine. I mean, butterflies are better, but you know, you can't have it all. That's going on top there. Right, 2 of those, and 1 of that. Yes, it's got the holes in it. It has. Good. Right, so this is going underneath that way, going along there. Oh, this is the back panel or the side panel, isn't it? So yeah. Okay. It's going on there. We've got one of them, which is going on top of that. Cool. The human race would not exist without the honeybee. This is true. Yep. I appreciate bees for what they do, and don't mind them. But yeah, they can stay a little bit away from me. That'd be fine. Thank you very much. Right, 1 and 1. One's going on top of there, and that's going on top of there. Cool. Is this a side, and that's an arm, a leg attachment point? I can only think that might be the case. Right, 1 of that. 1 of that. And 1 of, not that. It's a 4. Yes, it's a 4 with a flat side top. That, one of them. Okay, how are they going? I'm going on there. Right, so we've got that on the top, that on the side, and that next to it. Nice. Right, that and one of them. That's going on top of that in the middle. Then two more of them. They're going either side. Cool. One of them and one of them. That's going on there with that on the other bit. Okay. And that's going on there. Just on there. Does it? I don't like the way that that's only being held on by one stud. I'm sure there's going to be more coming across the top to do its duty. But yeah, that and one single one with a curvy bit. That's an interesting piece. Don't think I've seen one of those before. So that's going on there, that way round onto that side there. Be in a string could be the next thing as a pet. It'd have to be a very thin string, wouldn't it? Or it wouldn't be able to, walk. Right, two of one of them. I found that one already. Is it that? Looks like that. Two of them. And one of them. Four that's that way, like that. Yes. Right, oh yeah, now we get this to hold it together a little bit better. So what have we got? We've got that going down there. Nice. Then that one. Then those two. Cool, that'll do it. Right, then what do we need? I need two of them. One of them. And two of the singles. Guitars have B strings, don't they? No. I don't think they do. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't know now. I'm thinking they don't, but then again, they might. That's that. Cool. I like that. So far, so good. Then we're going to build up the other side, aren't we? So I can put that over there for now. That and one of those is going in the middle. Yeah. And two more of those, no doubt, are going either side. Who could have possibly guessed that that would happen next? In or on? Soap on a rope died a death. Soap on a rope did die a death, yeah. I did have a soap on a rope at one point. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I mean, you could got soap and you can hang it from things. So that makes sense. There we go, that's gone on there. Then we need another one of those and one of those. That's going to go in there like that. Yeah. And that's going to go on there. Cool. Yeah, done that. Keep up. Two of those. One of those and one of those. Doing exactly the same sort of thing again. That one's going down there. I like putting that one on first because that holds it all together again for me. That and that. And then that one in the middle. Cool. And then we're going to put more stuff on there, aren't we? Oh, not using the colours on this one. Three of those. And one little one. Got the little one down the bottom. On its own. And then the three of those. Ah, dropped it. Only on the desk, though. Invisible dog leads. Yep. AI might know about guitars. AI probably does know about guitars. Yeah, G strings also. B can be played in the key of G on any string. Yes. Depending on where you put your fingers, guitars can play pretty much any note you like. All right, one of each of those. That's going on there. Like that. And then that's going on there. Is this going to be able to turn then? On there then? Oh yeah, clicky. Listen. How's that? My mic wasn't pointing directly at me. Apologies for that. I might be a little bit louder now. There we go. Right, let's one of them and one of those. Apologies if you'd turned me down and now I'm going to be shouting at you because I've turned the mic round to the right place and might be a little bit louder. That's going on there and that's going. Right, wait, that's there. So that's going through there. And through there. That's got to line up with that then. Okay, I'll give you that. That's the thing. Is that going to connect up to the other leg then somehow? So you can have both legs attached together. So this is going on the left side if I'm looking from the back. How is that connecting? It's flush at the bottom. So those got to go through there. That goes in there, and that will connect up to there. So, oh no, it's not to. It's just so he's only got that amount of movement. That's what that bit in there is for. So it'll only go back a certain amount. Because when he's standing upright, the leg will be like that, and then when he tilts that way, then the front leg will come forward, and he still has his wobbly head. Good, I like that. That's quite nice. Is that enough bits to make the other side? It probably is, you know. Visible dog leads is better. Yeah, and the umbrella hats. That's the other thing. I'm going to put that together. That's like the last bit that I'm going to do. I'm going to put that together, so I've got that bit out of the way. I'm going to get that bit and that bit out of the way. See, I'm just building stuff without paying attention. I'm jumping ahead. It's going to go on there like that. Yep, come on. I know that. One of them across there. Yeah. Come on, get on with it. Make two of them. It's just the two bits going together, isn't it? That one's on top. Yep. Yep. That's easy. Speaking of wobbly heads, nodding dogs in cars, nodding dogs, or the hula girl. That's the other thing, isn't it? The hula girl was a thing. Was it Lost that still had the hula girl? In a van or something. I vaguely remember. Anyone remember Lost? I put that one the wrong way around. I'm going to take it back, but I'm going to do it right. I know it's on the inside and you won't be able to see it, but I'll know. Separate that and put that the right way round. There we go. Because then the blue joins up nicer. Like that. Oh, that's going to go on there. Yeah. Done that already. Come on. And two of them are going to go across the bottom. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. One of them and one of them. That's going on the top. That's going across there. I remember doing that bit. One of those on there. Yeah. Right, then one of them, and the other one of them. That one. Cool. One of them, and then it's going to say put the other ones all on there, isn't it? I'm going to do the other one while I'm at it, because I know how they go together. There we go. Right, that and another one. This is saying that's got to go that side. And the other one of them. Yeah, that and one of them. Which side? Get me brain round. Which way is which? That one on there. And that goes on there. Yep. Done. Right, 1, 2 of them, and 1 of them. We know how this works. Today's cars, it's dogging knots. Yeah, probably. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what that is. Right, then 3 of those and 1 of those. That's going to go down the bottom. And 3 of those. Working my way along. 2 and 3. Yep. Then we're going to do the same on the other side. I've done that. Yep. Another one of those and one of those. Going on that end. That's going on there. I need that and that. On there, like that. Done that. Done that. One of them, one of them, one of them, one of them. And there's the bits for the side. Get that on there. That one down there. That one there. That one there. Then these on the edge. What have I got? Oh, it's not using that one again. Just the one side that's got the funny shape on it. The funny colours on it. 1 and 3 of them. Yep. That bit I've already done. There you go. I've already done that bit as well. So it's got to go the other way. I could have turned it all the way around, but there you go. Goes on there like that. So 3 bits left over. I said 3, didn't I? Or did I say 4? I think I said 3. I can't remember. I'm going to take that as a win. Right. And I'll go through there before I went through there. There we go. So yeah, that will again give us the movement on that leg. Only to that degree. Same as the other one. And we've still got the wobbly head. Nice. There we go. I shall move those 3 pieces to the back. Right, bag the third. And that one didn't take very long, did it? Oh, I've got 2 little bags in this one though. This is smaller, less parts, but smaller parts. So probably the same number of parts. This is probably going to be front and back. If I was designing it, that's how I'd have it. All of those out. 4 bits left from this one, I think. I got it right, says Mark. You said 4 like me, trying to spoil your celebrating. I didn't know. I definitely said 3. Or did I drop another one without telling you? No, I didn't. It was just Mark got it right by the sounds of it. So yeah, okay. I'll give you that one then. Well done. So let's get on with this and get the next bit done. It doesn't look very decorative for the front bit, although it's got some stickers. If this is the front bit, I don't know. It's the back bit. Okay. So the back bit, that there and that on there. Okay, so this has got to incorporate the wobble switch. That one across there. Okay, one of those across there. Then it gets tricky. One of them, and one of them. So we've got that one first, and that one, then that one. 3.5 this bag. 4 again, says Stefan. 4 says Mark. 3.5. Does that mean 3 lost, 3 dropped, 3 left over, and 1 dropped? I'm assuming there's 3.5. I don't know. I could be wrong. Right, let's turn that over. Get that on there. That on there. And that in the middle. Say what you like about Lego. It just works. Everything fits together very nicely. It just snugly goes together, and the designs are almost completely without fault. Everything is just nice. I say the Max things are okay, but there's often something that's not quite right. The way it's designed or the way it gets you to put things together is often not quite right. But with Lego, it just works. It just all goes together perfectly. It's structurally strong, and it's just a thing of beauty. You pay more for Lego, but it's worthwhile a lot of the time. It is just nicer. Right, so hang about that. It's going on the front, and that one's going on the back again. Okay. 2 of those pieces that I've not seen before, and now we're using loads of them. There's one. There's another one somewhere. There it is. Either side of that. I could have guessed that. It's going backwards from that, like that. Okay. And that is going onto there. Like that. So I say that in itself is now not structurally sound, but we haven't finished building it yet. There's going to be extra bits that are going to go back together and help it. So we've got dark grey, light grey. Get it the right way round. That one's going to go there. And that one's there, I think. I do like being able to twiddle around the instructions to get a different angle on things. The first orange bit, nice. And 2 of those. There we go. And 1 of 3, 5, 6. And it's a double, and it's that one. Yep. Right, so from the top, we've got that. And it does leave us with 3, which are going to be white, orange, white. Nice. 2 of those. And 1 of the air vent type things. One of them. There you go. So that's going at the top. And then those 2 going down there. And that adds to the structural for that. There can only be 1 Lego. Yeah. 1 Lego to rule them all. It very much is, isn't it? They're great. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 of the singles. They're going across there. So we've got double, then a single, and then 3 doubles. Right, not that one. A shorter version of that. One of them, and one of them. That one there, no, not there. Up higher, there, and then that one. Okay. 1 and 1 goes on the front with, hang about, the side bit that way. And that goes in there. Oh, cool. Oh, this is because this is where the wobble switch is going to be. So it's to give us a bit of surround for that. That and that. With that going on there, with that way. And that is going down on there. Okay. Then 2 of those. 1 more of those. 1 of those, and 1 of those. I say there's definitely lots of little bits. Not that though. Oh, that's another interesting bit. Seen that one before either. Is that I want? So that's going on there. That's going. Wait, what? That's going on there. Then that one. Then that one. And that on the bottom. That's okay. I like that. It gives you enough detail without it being silly. 4 doubles and a single. 3, 4, and 1. Again, we've got double at the top, then a single, and then 3 more. Uh, 55 years or so ago, when I was 3, 4, 5 years old, Lego was a large green base and bricks with the odd window and roof tile. It's come a long way, says Hugh. Yes, I don't go back quite that far, but I certainly go back far enough to remember Lego being just Lego. And yeah, when I was young, I did have Lego Space had just come out, and I collected a lot of those. That's nice. I like that. I like that a lot. So you got just that, not sticking out too much, but just enough to be able to get to and give his head a wobble when you want to. Does seem to wobble more one way than the other, but that's okay. I'm sure his head was never perfectly symmetrical. Good. I like that. So yeah, this is obviously now going to be the front, which is nice to have his body completed. And then I'm going to mess it up by doing the 4th bag as well, aren't I? So that isn't there. That is on the end there with that one going next to it. Woolworths was my go-to place for Lego. Yeah. I don't remember where I used to get Lego from, but Woolworths was certainly around. So that was probably an option. Right, 5 of these interesting sort of blue-grey. 3, 4, 5, and 1 more double. Right, so these are going along there. So we've got the double, then the white, and then all of these. Yeah, so Woolworths was a thing. Right, 1 and 1. going on there. And that's going on the end there. Okay. One bright yellow and one of those. That's going on that back corner there. Then not doing anything with it. One of those is going on the other corner there. Fair enough. One of those is going the other side of that. They're going to get me to put the other yellow one on? No. Two of them across the top. Woolies was the go-to place for everything under the sun, says you. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, they're obviously more famous for their pick and mix. But yeah, they certainly had a bit of everything. That on there, the other one of those, which I can't see. There it is, under all the bits. Next to it there. Okay, and that goes over there. They sold everything at one time, says Mark. Yeah. I don't understand how they didn't work, you know, how they failed, how they went away. Because, as you say, they did sell everything. They must have been popular. I mean, they were always busy. Didn't drop it, doesn't count. Right, so that's going on there. Okay, I'll give you that. I don't know if that's lower than that or if that's just not down properly somewhere. No, I don't think it is. I think it's just where it's a bit of wobble to it still. Right, two of those are going either side there. Go over. There's nothing under that one. There is nothing under that one. Doesn't feel right. But there we go. One and one. At least the fireworks seem to have stopped for this evening. They were going off a little bit earlier on, and I was worried that it was going to be another stream just full of fireworks going off. But for now, it hasn't. One of those with a thing on it. I haven't got one with a thing on it. I guess I'm going to have to put a thing on it. Oh, it's the thing with one written on it. Okay. I'll give you that. Sticker time. Right, so the thin bit is going up to there. She's going to be on the front, so I want to get it right. I think that's as close to as I'm going to get to straight. There we go. Done that. And then you're going to make me do it again, aren't you? Exactly the same. Oh, I did it from the wrong side. Oh, no. There we go. Is that... Oh, that's the bit that was... this bar across the top. So, yeah, there we go. And look at that. They even join up. Oh, I don't quite join up because the sticker's not printed right to the end. But they line up. They're on in a line. I'm happy with that. Right. Two of them and two of the shorter ones. He's lopsided. So that's going on there. And that's going on there. Cool. Oh, and this is the this fold out arm. I got ya. And this is probably what we'll be building now. So I need not the claw, that one. And one of them. So that goes in there. We've seen that it was half a drop. It wasn't half. No, fishing tackle 45 knicker elastic, 45 knicker elastic sweets. Everything with a Winfield badge. I don't know what Winfield is. Is Winfield the? Was that the brand name? I've got no idea. Goes on there, and that folds down. It does. And that's his little articulated claw on his front. I'm going to turn it round so you've not got the hole on the outside of that. Cool, I like that. Chopper is starting to feel like Chopper now. That is going on there. And that is going in that corner piece there. Winfield was Woolly's own good brand name. I figured that was the case, but I didn't remember that. I don't know how. I like these 2/3 bricks. I don't know how long ago they went, really. It feels like it's a fairly recent departure from the high street, but it was probably in the 90s, was it? I don't know. I think they're still around in Australia, but I don't know if it's the same company or just the same name. I don't know if they do the same things as they used to around here. It does always. I always find it strange the way some companies seem to just last forever, and you don't know how they're doing it. And some that you imagine would be, lasting forever, just don't. Right, there we go. That's those two on there. Two little sausage type things, obviously just being wires. I had a big W for the wire. Yeah, well, I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, Woolworths is the public-facing name, so having a big W would make it feel like it's the same brand, even if it isn't, although it is, if you know what I mean. It always makes me a little bit confused why these companies do that. Have a different brand for their own brand. I mean, Marks and Spencer's in the UK is their own label is St. Michael. But I don't know why you can't just call yourselves Marks and Spencer's. There we go. Getting some detail on the front panel there. Need two more clips. One more of them. That's going down there. Two clips are going there. Cool. One of those and sticker number 7, which is that one. So which way around is that going? That's that way around with that on the bottom. Which is just like that. Cool, and that's going over there. Yep. That one and sticker number 8. So that one doesn't matter which way around because it's a piece that can be put in any orientation. And there like that, and that is going on there. Yeah, I know, I put a sticker on. That goes on there like that. And again, it's overhanging a bit. Not sure about the overhangs, but there you go. Right, 1 and 1. that one on there, and that one over there. Cool, that, and sticker number 9, please. That on there. Cool. Tesco started with a bloke selling from a wheelbarrow. Yeah, I mean, I understand how things start. But, I know another sticker. Lots of stickers today. Sticker number 10. Not that one. It goes on the double one because it wouldn't fit on that one. Which way round? Sideways. So that's that way. So that's that way. So that's on there like that. Cool. And that is pointing downwards over there. Nice. Then that one, and our clippy bit with the other thing. That's going to go in. Right. That goes in there and hold on there. I like that. Gives it a bit of movement if you need it. And that one is across there. Still got his wheelbarrow, says Hugh. That and one of those. 2 of those, in fact. My iPad just died. It was charging. I've been using it a lot today. But I thought that was going to be enough to keep it going. I've obviously got to make sure I charge it more thoroughly. I have to find the right bit of the instructions now. Go back to the old paper. Right, what have I got? 2 of them and that. And 2 of that's interesting. Yeah, anything that's sort of a sub breakout, it did as a separate page on the instructions. So this says 2 of them, so that the other thing didn't mention 2 of those, but it would have then. That's quite cool. Broke the tablet. No, just killed the battery. I will. Bring it back and make sure I have actually got it charging. You know what? That's not actually charging. I think my charger. Oh no, it is actually charging. I was going to say I think my charger's not connected properly, but it is. It's just to a lower intensity power supply. That goes on there like that. Then now I've got to make sure I only turn over 1 page at a time. You see, don't have that trouble with a tablet, do I? Right. Wait, what? That is that, and then it is just bringing in the whole thing. And goes on the top, on the front, like that. Oh, and that folds up there. Okay, I've got you. I like that. I do like that. I like that a lot. 2 of them and 4 of them. And that's it. So we've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces left over from that bag. That's a lot. That's there. That's there. That's over here. That one there. And that one there. It's a bit of a trigger sparrow many tires later. Yeah. There we go. So that is the 3rd bag completed. And I do like that. I like that a lot. It's that size. You're asking how big he is. Is that big? Look. Here we go. A decent size. Right, so bag 4 seems to be a leg. So, judging by the progress of Chopper down the bottom here, I'm not quite halfway. So if he gets, oh, there he goes, just gone halfway. But then there's a fair bit more to do. Before we get to bag 5. It's pretty much the same distance either way. So I'm going to call it a night there because my iPad's died. I'll make sure I've got it properly charged for next week. So I know exactly where we are. And I feel like I've done that, and then we'll get it finished next time. We'll keep going no matter what and get it done for next time. So yeah, we've done the main body assembly today. I'm happy with that. So we'll call that a night there. Lego's generous with extra bits in this one. Yeah, but they're all little bits, and they're all important little bits, because if you lose one of those colour bits, you're going to be stuffed. Equally with the black sausage and the extra little bit that I've never seen before, the little clippy bit, the little thing on the front. Yeah, I mean, there's 1,000 pieces in this set, so I'm happy with today's progress. So we've got the main body done. So we've got legs, head, and little thing to do next time, but they're going to be easier. So thank you very much for joining me. Hope you've been enjoying it. Do let me know what you think, and let me come back up to talk to you properly. Yeah, I've enjoyed that. It's a nice looking kit, and actually that will go quite conveniently back in the box for next time. So thank you all for joining me on this. Saturday, as I say, we're back for House of Tesla. I believe Jeff is around, but I could be wrong. But we'll see what's going on there. I enjoyed this one, says Stefan. Yeah, I do like. It's nice to do a nice big Lego kit every so often. I've got another one lined up to do at some point after this, but I'll take a break once I've finished him next week. I'll take a week or two off to do some more of the little plant pot flower things, but then get back to the next big thing. I've got lots of little things as well. A couple of things from birthday presents and stuff like that to do. So yeah, there's no end in sight for midweek makings. Keep me going till the end of the year easily. So thank you all for watching. It's been fun. I shall see you on Saturday for the House of Tesla. And Sunday, Katie should be feeling better and back for her planet crafting experience. So thank you all for watching. Have a pleasant evening, and indeed a pleasant couple of days. I'll see you at the weekend. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye-bye for now.